Hello everyone and welcome back to Fallout 4. So you may recognise where we are right now and you may recognise this lump of trash in the middle of the lake. So we are where we were in the episode when we were retrieving Nick, and this thing in the middle of the lake, this thing goes by the name of Swan, and he is I'm gonna say he's a super mutant behemoth, and right now he is docile, he is friendly, but the second we step into the lake, he becomes a bit angry. Now, we did accidentally aggro Swan the first time we were here, and he did kind of terrify me. So as a result of that, I thought, well, in the previous episode, we obtained a Fat Man, we got a mini nuke, why not do to Swan what he did to us? And by that I mean, let's scare the shit out of Swan. The plan failed. Okay, plan B. Ow! Swan, I'm sorry! I didn't really think this through. Admittedly, it is a fantastic thing that our sniper rifle does a rather large amount of damage to him, otherwise this would be a suicide mission. And Piper, I think I might have started something that we can't finish. Unfortunately, I should not go into the water because even though I have the Aqua Girl perk, I did kind of launch a Fat Man in there. And yeah, that is not exactly the greatest place to go due to radiation being in there. Come on Titan, you got this. If I didn't stim pack then, if I did not stim pack then, we would have died. Come on, keep popping stim packs, keep popping the stim packs. I really thought that my Fat Man, my mini nuke would do more damage to you, Swan. And there we go. Swan has been defeated. This is what I wanted. I was told that Swan has a furious power fist, and I wanted to see what it's all about. It looks like a concrete brick with some prongs. It looks like a nice weapon, and the damage on it. That is some good damage. Metal right arm, antifreeze, heavy metal right arm. Yeah, we're going to take all of this, thank you Swan. And now we are going to continue on with the rest of the episode. I think that is a perfect way to start the day, don't you everyone? We have killed off Swan, who terrified us it terrified us a couple of episodes ago, and we couldn't kill him because our weapons weren't exactly up to snuff, but he has been felled. He's fallen even, and I'm going to put that under the stim packs. Oh, ghouls. I was really hoping that you would be a super mutant, as I have just killed Swan, and I imagine that the super mutants in the local area wouldn't exactly be too happy with me, because I'm thinking that even though Swan was hiding a lot of the time, just having a nice, relaxing swim, I'm thinking that Swan was a leader. Hi! Okay, you're scavengers. I was really hoping you'd be friendly. Piper, I know that there's a mongrel behind you. There's a mongrel behind you. So, in between this episode and the last, I have retired the power armor. I have sold a rather substantial amount of our gear that we picked up on our adventure in the previous quest, and I bought myself a combat shotter. I'm liking the combat shotter, although I still prefer my combat rifle. But that's mostly because I use it as a sniper. And that mongrel, this mongrel didn't want to let me go. You okay, Pipes? Yeah. Right, moving on. We need to get to Dr. Amara. And we got some of our stim packs refunded, which is always a good thing. Dr. Amara has a rather secure practice. Well, that's kind. I kind of need my throat. No face for you. Oh, come on, I honestly thought that would be a hit. Right, that's a hit. You threw a Molotov and you missed. You know, if you're going to throw Molotovs from that distance, you kind of need to have a good throwing arm. And from the accuracy of the Molotov that you just launched, you, unfortunately for you, you're a survivalist. This is the kind of raider that handed me my combat rifle when we first obtained it. They tend to be difficult to kill due to the amount of their health, well, they used to, but since we obtained the combat rifle, they just go down rather easily. Right, let's consult the local map. Okay, local map says we are miles away. Little bit on the problematic side. Either way, I'm gonna take out the shotter and... Hi, mutant! Didn't even stand a chance, my friend. No point standing up. You're not hearing stuff, mutant. You did actually hear one of your friends die, but not to worry. Me and Piper are gonna be out of the way. And we've made it. We took a lot of radiation damage, but still, we made it. Some quantum, some cherry. That looks like a reasonably stocked Nuka-Cola machine. I must find that Nuka-Cola machine and obtain the quantum. Hi there.
Hey, hold up there. First time in Good Neighbor? You can't go walking around without insurance.
Insurance?
Insurance?
That's right. Insurance. Personal protection. You hand over everything you got in their pockets, or accidents start happening to you. Big, bloody accidents.
No.
Someone steps through the gate the first time, they're a guest. You lay off that extortion crap.
Cheers, Hancock.
What do you care? She ain't one of us.
No love for your mayor, Finn.
I said let her go. You soft Hancock. You keep letting outsiders walk all over us. One day, there'll be a new man.
Come on, man. This is me we're talking about. Let me tell you something.
Well,
Why'd you have to go and say that, huh? Breaking my heart over here. You alright, sister?
yeah, I'm fine, thanks for that. You appear to be a ghoul.
Your face. Something happened?
Like it? I think it gives me a sexy King of the Zombies kind of look. Big hit with the lady.
I see.
I'm a ghoul, you see. A lot of walking rat freaks like me around here. So you might want to keep those kinds of questions on the low burner next time.
Okay,
Neighbors of the people, for the people. You feel me? Everyone's welcome.
got it.
Good neighbor. That what you call this place?
That's right. We cobbled this little neighborhood together out of the freaks and misfits that just wouldn't be accepted anywhere else. You'll see. You make enough friends here, you'll call this place home soon enough. So long as you remember.
Well, I don't want to get stabbed like that guy a moment ago. I mean, he seemed like a dick, but I don't really think he deserved to be stabbed like that. Either way, we have business in Good Neighbor.
Whoever this Brotherhood of Steel is, I'm not buying that. We come in peace, Lord.
You're not the only one. I was caught off guard when they appeared, and I had a inkling that they would show up at some point. I'm still caught off guard that they showed up like that, but Damn, that was a great display. Nick, you in here, buddy?
Mr. Valentine, I thought you had forgotten about me.
May have walked out of the den, Irma, but I'd never walk out on you.
Amara's downstairs. Big flirt.
You alright, Nick? So, you and Nick have a history? I'll be talking to you at some point. Or, no.
Amara, she's downstairs.
Okay, I'll talk to you later then. Come on, Nick, you're supposed to be introducing me to the lass.
Dr. Amari?
Yes. I take it this isn't a social.
We kind of need some memories extracting.
Memories from a brain, right?
Normally, we only allow our clients to experience their own memories. Now, what's this all about?
We need a deep dig, Amari, but it's not going to be easy. The perp, Kellogg, is already cold on the floor.
Are you two mad?
A little bit.
Like the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse. You don't realize that the memory simulators require intact, living brains to function.
Okay, well, I have a cybernetic implant that has some grey matter.
Please. Nick told me you're the only one who can make this work.
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute, Amari. The biggest scientific secret of the Commonwealth. You need this. So do we.
Fine. I'll take a look. But no guarantees. Do you have it with you?
I do, yes.
Here's what I could find.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is...
A part of brain.
That's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has a similar architecture.
Nick's an older model synth. Is he still compatible?
That's exactly what I was thinking. If we are lucky, it should hook right in. But even if this works, Mr. Valentine would be taking on a tremendous amount of risk. We're talking about wiring something to his brain.
Don't worry about me, Amari. Let's do it.
You sure, Nick?
You really think this will work, Nick?
No idea. I'm missing a line. That's worth the risk.
You're a good dude, Nick. You're a good dude.
If I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
Let's see here.
Come on, Nick, it's gonna be okay.
Talking to me, Mr. Valentine. Any slight change in your cognitive functions could be dire. Are you feeling any different?
A lot of flashes. Static. I can't make sense of any of it,
It's
Doc.
going to be okay, Nick.
The mnemonic impressions are encoded. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
Okay, so how do we break it?
Only you have a way past this, Doctor.
Let me think. The encryption is too strong for a single mind. But what if we use two? We load both you and Mr. Valentine into the memory loungers. Run your cognitive functions in parallel.
Okay,
As the host, while your consciousness drives through whatever memories we can find.
okay, I'm liking the sound of this.
All right, let's get started.
I'm already wearing his armour.
And keep your fingers crossed.
See you on the other side.
It's going to be okay, Nick. I assure you. I hope. Piper, don't get writing. Dr. Amara, do not give her a pen. While we are...
Brainwave migration between the transplant and the host.
Okay, but Amara, you're not allowed to give her a pen.
Generated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on.
Piper's getting some ideas. Actually, why did I bring a journalist along with me?
Can you hear me?
simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmented. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location.
Amara? I have no idea where I am.
This is the earliest intact memory you can find.
This is weird. I'm walking inside someone's brain.
You are experiencing these memories as Kellogg. This may prove disorienting at first.
Okay.
Turn down that goddamn radio. I'm trying to sleep.
Mom knew how it was. She wasn't soft, but she loved me in her way. I was such a dummy back then. What did I know about how the world worked? I think now she wanted me to kill him. I should have. Instead, I ended up running away. I told myself I wanted to find somewhere but a thumb on the NCR and all their rules. But really, I was running from the guilt of not protecting her from Dad. It doesn't matter now, though.
Dumb.
Dad was either drunk or not around. I guess he must have run with one of the Raider gangs, but I never really knew what he did. Don't know why Mom was with him. Maybe at some point in his life he wasn't a complete asshole.
It is possible, Kellogg. It is possible. Damn.
This doesn't seem to be what we're looking for.
No. But we are getting to look at...
Intact memory close to you in temporal sequence. There.
Okay.
Try that one.
Me and Sarah. Okay, let's see what I have to say.
Happiness is you only know you had it, and it's gone. I mean, you may think to yourself that you're happy, but you don't really believe it. You focus on the petty bullshit or next job or whatever. It's only looking back, by comparison with what comes after, that you really understand. That's what happiness felt like. I was the worst thing that ever happened to her. If she'd never met me, she'd have stayed in the hub, maybe hooked up with someone who didn't kill people for a living. Probably been happier than she was with me. Almost certainly lived longer.
Dumb.
You'll see.
But we don't know anybody here. And now, with the baby.
Come on, Sarah, you've got to give it a chance. I finally got steady work with a good outfit. Nothing like that in the NCR these days.
I'm not saying this was a mistake. I'm just... Are you sure these guys know what they're doing? They seem kind of green.
I know, but that's where I come in. Just wait. In a few years, I'll be running my own crew. As soon as I make the connections I need. Then I can give you anything you want. A little Mary, too.
Something tells me that...
Worried about you before. Must be my mama instincts kicking in. Who knew I had those, huh?
Come on, you're great with her. You don't need to worry about me. Most of it's just running security for the sheep. A lot of standing around looking tough. Whatever made me think that a guy like me should have a daughter? No, I never deserved her. Not for 1 second.
But you had her either way, Kellogg.
Sure picked the right person for that job.
Listen, it's gonna be great. See this? This is what's gonna keep you and Mary safe.
And I now have that.
I know. I'm sure we're gonna be really happy here.
We are. You'll see. That's okay. I got it.
Let's keep looking. I'll connect you to the next intact memory.
I'm starting to feel sorry for Kellogg. I mean, we're getting a look at his earlier memories, his childhood, when he was first becoming a mercenary.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know, they died
I
like
found another
dogs,
memory to try.
and
I'll
you
connect it.
weren't there to help them.
Damn. I imagine Kellogg murdered him. Rightly so, considering that what I'm assuming happened is they killed his wife and child. Which, now that I think about it, it makes sense why he didn't kill the husband until the husband started to struggle.
Mind if we sit down?
Suit yourself.
Worstlander, bartender.
I hear you'll take care of people's problems. Is that right?
If you pay me.
Oh, we'll pay you.
And you'll do this all by yourself?
That's right.
We pay you when the job's done.
No.
Okay?
That's the way you want to do it. So who do you want dead?
Well, it's like this. There's this family, lives down the creek.
Well, we seem to be getting closer. Try this next one.
I should have clicked on some of the people there. Oh well. Moving on, we are going to... I'm hoping that that's the vault. No, it's not. Might be the Institute. Yep, that looks like the Institute.
I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
So, you're with the Institute.
You heard all sorts of rumors.
About the Institute. But I figured they were just a convenient boogeyman for anything bad that ever happened. They were real, all right. They didn't know anything about operating on the surface. Relied on their synths for everything. They had the resources I needed, and I had the expertise they needed. Turned into a permanent arrangement, which suited me just fine. I finally ended up in the Commonwealth. I kinda ran out of road. Plus, I'd come to terms with life. I wasn't gonna be stupid enough to get mixed up with caring about other people again.
That's not the way, Kellogg.
It was just me against the world. And the world had it coming. I wanted to see for myself if you really exist. First synths weren't all that impressive. I'm good, but I'm not that good. But the Institute could always make more. And kept making them better each time.
Aye.
Still give me creeps, but you have to get used to them if you want to work with the Institute.
We do, as you can see.
You heard all sorts
Oh, I've already heard this.
the Institute,
Getting warmer.
but I
One of these
figured
has got to tell us
they were just a
something.
convenient boogeyman for
We're running
anything
out of
bad
time.
that ever happened. They
Oh,
were real,
there's one
all
that
right.
looks mostly intact.
They didn't know
Connecting.
anything about operating on the surface. Relied on
That's the vault.
for everything. They had the resources
Kellogg?
they needed, and I
That's the vault.
keys they needed. Turned into a permanent arrangement, which suited me just fine.
We might actually find out how we got out of the vault now.
Manual override initiated. Cryogenic stasis suspended.
Vault computers are still working. That's good.
There's me.
Checking through the logs.
Even then, I knew it was a mistake leaving her alive. I understood that kind of revenge. No one better. But I was cocky enough to assume I could handle some soft, pre-war vault dweller,
You were wrong.
even if she somehow got thawed out. At least I know those Institute bastards will soon get what's coming to them, too. If she could take me out, they won't be able to hide from her for long.
We've finally got Kellogg's respect.
Find it. On C6, down the hall near the end.
Big heads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated degenerate like me.
Possibly why they wore hazard suits around you.
I made sure they knew it. Big heads
Oh,
never liked taking
same memory for both sides.
dirty, contaminated degenerate.
Right, let's see what you have to say about yourself.
I was now the Institute's main operator in the Commonwealth. If they needed something done, they came to me. It wasn't usual for anybody from the Institute to come along on a mission, so this one stood out.
This one was important.
I didn't know then who it was we were grabbing from the vault. Of course, neither did they. Not really.
So they kind of knew what they were going for, but they didn't.
I'm glad I didn't have to kill the kid. I'm not saying I haven't done it, but never like to. But it was better this way. Better than taking his kid and leaving him alive.
Yet you left me alive.
I never knew why we didn't just refreeze the rest of them. But we had our orders. Guess the old man didn't want so many loose ends. Too bad he left alive the one person he shouldn't have.
Aye. He made a mistake.
This is the one. Here.
Open it.
Yeah.
Almost. Everything's gonna be fine.
Kellogg.
Come here, baby.
I got him.
Let the boy go. I'm only gonna tell you once.
I'm not giving you Sean.
God damn it. Get the kid out of here and let's go. At least we still have the backup.
Cryogenic sequence reinitialized.
What's the holdup?
I'm almost finished, Kellogg. I just need to confirm. All right, we're good.
I'm sorry you had to go through that again. I found another intact memory. Whenever you're ready.
That's not something anyone should have to go through twice.
Is that your son? This appears to be a very recent memory.
Sean?
Good news, I think.
Wasn't my idea to settle down with the kid in the middle of Diamond City. I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid. Like a happy little family. I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had turned out differently. But there's no going back. I knew it was just temporary. It'd be back to normal business before too long. This whole setup in Diamond City was part of some elaborate plan of the old man's. Seems obvious now that we were bait for our friend from the vault. Timing couldn't have been an accident. It's not how the old man works.
Okay, so the old man...
Smarted me in the end. What a loose end tied up.
It's entirely possible, Kellogg. Entirely possible. Is there any more memories? No?
Kellogg. It's okay. The new breed of Sith easily passes human. Some of them did. But the coursers, they weren't built to blend in. machines. Pure and simple.
I do like their attire.
Stronger and faster than almost any real human.
Yeah. When we get into the Institute, we are grabbing that attire.
One of these days you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in...
He's gone.
Done one.
Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Did you,
Some heads are gonna roll for this.
Kellogg, did you do this?
Just elimination.
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home with my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
Be seeing you, Sean.
X688. Ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
I doubt you will. Oh! Teleporting. Interesting.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready.
Get me out.
Slow movements, okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done this before.
Okay.
Feel.
I feel good.
Am I okay? Are you seeing anything bad?
Don't be alarmed, but I honestly don't know what to look for. As I said before, this is uncharted territory.
But you like exploring uncharted territory.
Return to normal. From a medical standpoint, you're fine.
Okay.
You ready to talk about what happened in there?
Yes.
You were along for the ride, weren't you? Saw what I saw.
Yes, but it's important to review everything together, in case either of us missed anything.
Yeah. First things first. Is Nick okay?
There's more than one person who knows about the Institute. Virgil, that scientist who escaped.
I didn't know Institute scientists could defect. This changes everything. He could answer all sorts of questions.
It could.
Where did the memory say he was? The glowing sea? That can't be right. No one would risk going there. Not even to hide.
Well, it's a good hiding spot then.
That's why he's there. To make the Institute think twice about following him.
That must be it. He's using the radiation in the glowing sea like a shield or a cloak. A way to throw them off and be at an advantage.
Aye.
If Virgil found a way to survive there, you'll have to do the same. If you're going to follow.
I am going to follow him. And, fortunately for me, I'm immune to radiation when I'm underwater.
Find a way to get through the rats. Don't worry.
Good luck. And be safe. By the way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine first. Removed the implant while you were waking up. He's waiting for you upstairs.
Okay. And I'm going to level up, and then we're going to call it there for today's episode. This was a lot of fun. Right, what are we going to grab? I mean, we could upgrade our Pistolero skills with Gunslinger, or we could get a hold of something new. Alternatively, we could upgrade one of our special stats. Or, I could go with Medic to make our Stimpaks more effective. I'm actually thinking we go with... I'm thinking science. I am wanting to be able to I am wanting to go into the more technical specifications with some weapons in the future, and in terms of the base building and improving a settlement, I think that there are some things that the science perk is needed for. So yeah, we're going to go with science. And with that, we're going to call it here for today. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode of Fallout 4. I am AutomaTitan, and I will see you next time.